Y'all, we are finally setting up the grow tent for the indoor garden this year. Hello, and welcome to Kim's Cozy Corner. The day has finally come, y'all. We are working on the indoor grow space. And the first thing we got to do, y'all, is get it cleaned up. Hi, y'all. Hi, everybody. I'm back. This is my third project today, fourth project. I've lost count, but I'm trying to catch up, y'all. I've been gone for 4 weeks, mostly 4 weeks, and I've been home just on the weekends, and I'm trying to just manage and stay afloat. But y'all, we are finally ready to work on the indoor grow space. But the first thing I got to do, y'all, is clean it up. Y'all, I've just let this space get away from me. I got seeds everywhere. I started growing some transplants and I've kind of just forgot about them. So before I can start filling this thing up with some goodies, we got to clean it up first. Let me show you just how bad it is. And y'all don't talk about me. Don't talk about me. I've been busy. I've been a little busy outside and traveling and weddings and all that kind of stuff. So let me just show you just how bad it is and then we'll start working on it. All right, I guess there's no better place to start than right here. So this table right here, y'all, this is where I'm supposed to work. I don't work at this table at all anymore because it's full of stuff. Here's my let pot seed starting station that, yeah, I'm letting it get away from me, y'all. I'm letting it get away from me, but over the next few days, y'all, we'll get these transplanted in. I got pictures on the table. I got seeds everywhere, y'all. I got seeds all right there. And seeds right here, y'all. And seeds down there on the floor. But y'all, I'm not getting ready to work on seeds. That's not what I'm getting ready to work on. I'm going to work on the stuff on this other side of the camera. My shelf is a mess. You see my shelf right here? It's completely a mess. I just left it. The season ended and I said goodbye and I just left the mess wherever it is. And we'll get all of this cleaned up as well. But y'all, we're here to focus on the indoor grow tent. Let me show you. All right, I guess the first thing I need to do is turn on some lights. Oh, we don't need that one. Let's find something else to turn on. Okay, that's better. Mm-mm-mm. Let's get this stuff raised up and out the way. I got stuff everywhere, y'all. I know better than this. I know a lot better than this, y'all. I need a little more light over here. Oh, we can turn this one on. There we go. Now we got some light in here, but you can't see me. All right, let's start by looking at the floor. I still got leaves in there from where I was growing last winter. Y'all, it's a mess, but we got to clean it up so we can start putting stuff in here. I guess one of the first things that I need to do is talk about my grow space. I am now using an 8x4 grow tent. It's from Vivosun, and I'm not an affiliate or anything like that, but it's an 8x4 grow tent or 4x8, whichever number you put first. But it's 8 feet long and it's only 4 feet wide. It has openings in the back and openings in the front. It's a completely blackout tent. So if I close it all up, there's no light coming out of the tent. If you're interested in this tent, I'll have links. I got it off of Amazon. But in this space, y'all, I grow food all winter long. If you're new to my channel, you may not know, but I grow all of my own food. I have an outdoor grow space, and y'all, I live in the suburbs. I don't have a farm. I don't have a homestead. I live in the suburbs, and I got a little garden tucked in next to my garage outside. But in the winter, I grow inside in this space. Last year, I upgraded to this tent from a 5x5 grow tent, And the way this tent is made, it is made for small spaces like attics and that kind of stuff. It's very low from a top standpoint. Most grow spaces or grow tents are like 8 feet tall. My ceiling isn't even 8 feet tall. So finding this nice little compact grow tent has done wonders for me for my winter garden. And so in this space, I will have links to all the different lights and everything that I use. I will show them to you. But I have 2 shelving units. I got one behind me here. And on that shelving unit and the one next to me here, that's where I start all of my young seedlings. So I grow everything from seeds. So I start with seeds, I turn it into young seedlings and transplants, and then I put them in my garden, and I am saving tons of money doing that. I will also have in here 2 green stalks. I've been growing in green stalks in my indoor grow space now for years. I can't even tell you how many years. I'll have to go count it up. And so we will be growing in green stalks in this space here. We'll have a spinner so that we're ultimate spinners. So we'll spin them around so they'll get good light on all sides. And we will be growing a lot of different things. And I'm hoping you'll come back and grow with me this year. Now, I have a ton of LED lights, many different sizes and varieties. I also have fluorescent lights in here. So let me show you the lights, and then we're going to clean up. So over here, I have Atreum lights. Atrium lighting. These will cover about a 2 by 2 foot space, and that's all. And I have 4, yes, I have 4 of them in here as well. I have them on pulley systems. So I can raise and lower them and angle them to whatever position I need them to be in. And so lots of pulley systems in here. So I have 4 lights like that. I also have this super high power light right here. Now this is a Vivosun light, and I think it covers a 4 foot by 4 foot space, I believe. I don't remember. Links will be below in the description. I also have LED lights right here. So I have 1, 2, 3 rows of LED lights, or excuse me, fluorescent lights. I don't remember 10,000K, something like that, 8,000K lights in this space right here. And I typically only turn these things on if I have something on the shelves here, because the light that I'm using on this side over here might not angle just right for the stuff growing here. And you don't need LED lights to grow food, depending on what you're trying to grow. Depending on what you're growing, you can use LED lights, you can use grow lights, you can use fluorescent light. There are a lot of different options. So I have several of those. And this is a fluorescent light with a grow light inside of it. Now over here, this is an LED light, but it looks like fluorescent tubes, but it really isn't. This is an LED light, and I have it on pulley systems as well, so I can raise and lower it and do whatever I need to do with it as well. But that's this light right here. And then, y'all, I got some basic stuff too. You don't have to get fancy, y'all. This little shop light right here, I think I paid like $10 for this little light. I can't even pull it around so you can see it. So this light right here, y'all, I went to like Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere like that, and I got this little shop light cover, but I put an LED grow light bulb inside of it. So if you only have one plant, this can like angle down on that one plant, so you can make sure you get full coverage for that one plant. Y'all, I got a little bit of everything. I got a little bit of everything, y'all. And so then I got this grow light here. This is another LED grow light. This one's super powerful, and it gets super hot. It's an 86 watt, 3000K, whatever all of that means. But y'all, this one heats up. It really, really heats up. And since I'm growing indoors, I don't have the natural wind movement. And you need that natural wind movement for a couple of different things. One, you don't want to start getting fungus growth and that kind of stuff, right? If the air is not moving, you can start having more spores and things of that nature growing. You also will have very weak plants. The more air movement you have, and see, I just have a little fan right here. And I have a fan or two on the other side as well, but they just clip right to the shelving unit and then it rotates back and forth to mimic wind movement. And that's really all I have in here. So there'll be 2 green stalks for now, and one will be 4-tier, and those will be my overwintered peppers. And in the empty spots, we'll put something else in there with them. And then I'll have a 3-tier, which is behind me here, that we'll put on the other space. But today, all we're going to concentrate on, y'all, is cleaning it up because, y'all, it's quite messy and it's quite embarrassing. So let's start cleaning. That's what we're going to do. We are going to start cleaning. Let me get my headbangers out the way. So I use these cut up 2x4s to get my green stalks up off the floor so that I can make sure that I can water them without getting everything wet. So that's what the 2x4s are for. I have them cut just big enough to fit my ultimate spinner. And then I use the ultimate spinner to spin it around and make sure that they're getting plenty of lights, no matter what pocket and what I'm growing. There are people who believe that this grow tent's super expensive, but I mean, it's really not. It's a couple $100, y'all. That's it for this grow space. And I can keep everything contained to one area. I can close it up so everything is not all exposed. I like my grow tent. There is a waterproof floor in here, and I don't believe I have any holes in it yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if I did. All right, let's start with this big pile, and then we'll keep moving. Now I got my allergies all riled up. I guess y'all already know that I'm not going to get it all out. I'm just going to clean up as best I can right here in the front. Because I'm not taking these shelves out this year. We'll take them out next year. There are a lot of openings on this tent so that you can route all of your cords and all that kind of stuff into the tent. You're not having to run it on top. You can run it behind things like this right here. You see, last year, I had some folks say, oh, you're spending all that money on electricity. Well, when I'm growing my young seedlings, I am spending more money than I normally would, right? But it's still cheaper than going to the grocery store. Have y'all been to the grocery store lately? But I only turn on the lights I need. So if I am only growing in the GreenStalk is the only thing that's going to have lights on. So you don't just turn everything on and have it on, right? So in past years, I've grown potatoes, carrots, tomatoes, peppers, all kinds of lettuce. Oh, y'all, guess what? This past year, I started some dwarf tomato plants in my indoor grow space Do y'all know I just got the last tomatoes off of those plants outdoors, what, a week ago? 2 weeks ago? And so they grew in here from what, November to October? So like 11 months growing tomatoes on the same 6 plants. Well, not 6. I think a couple of them didn't make it, but you know what I'm saying, right? Started them in here and moved them outdoors when the weather said I'm ready. Kind of gives you a jump start on the season, if you know what I mean. And that's why I overwinter my peppers. The first time I did it, I was just trying to overwinter, just trying things out. Wasn't quite sure what was going to happen, but I said, hey, let's give it a try. And those things started producing peppers, y'all. So I actually had fresh peppers in the winter from in this grow space. Y'all, you never know until you try. So let me stop talking and let me try to get this place cleaned up. And of course, I'll bring you back and show you how I did. And it's not going to be perfect. Now, y'all know I'm just being lazy. I got a shorter broom. I don't need this big old broom, but I'm too lazy to go upstairs and get it. Okay, this floor is as clean as it's going to get. It's time for me to put the wood back. And no, I didn't clean the wood up. Should I have? Absolutely. Did I? Oh, absolutely not. I didn't do that. Because there's all kinds of trash and stuff on the wood too. Which should be obvious, right? So when you're dealing with a GreenStalk, you have to get it up high enough to water. Where's my GreenStalk? So here's my ultimate spinner right here. So here's my ultimate spinner for my GreenStalk. I'm going to put the hose on it. So when, I got to make sure I got these lined up properly too, but when you water your GreenStalk from the top, the water comes down through these holes and it'll come out this tube right here. Well, I need to make sure I got something that catches the water, because if you water too much, right, it's going to come out the tube. So when I'm indoors with my GreenStalks, I always water much slower than I do when I'm outside. If I'm outside, I just put the hose in the top and I just flush the thing and let it run like crazy. But indoors, I have to be more careful. And so I have to water a lot slower and try to make sure that I don't overfill it. But if I do, I have this right here to catch if I overfill it. So for both of the GreenStalks, I will be doing this. So I got this one here. This one I'm going to set up from the bottom up, and then, or this one or the other, I don't know. And then for the other one, it's my overwintered peppers, same type deal. I want to make sure that I put that hose into something to catch it. Now, if it fills up, it gets done running, I slide this out, empty it, and I can put it back in. At least that's the plan. That's what I'm going for. Wish me luck. So I think that's it, y'all. I think this is what we're going to do. Now my boards could be spaced a little bit better there. Make sure that I got room. I think that's it. And then the other one will go right here. So let me just show you my GreenStalk. I'm not setting it up yet. Let me start there. But let's just put one on here so you kind of get the idea of what I'm going to do. But it's going to sit in here just like this. My other one, I don't have the ultimate spinner over here yet, but the other one will be over here on its own ultimate spinner right here. And these will live in harmony with one another for about 4 or 5 months. So I also grow in pots. I don't really have a good pot in here to show you right now, but pots. I also have this Vego garden herb planter that I'll be growing in as well. And so that'll probably be on one of the shelves or something like that, or on the floor or something, because I need to make sure that it gets lighting. And I also have a little bitty one, which is a self-watering mini planter as well from Vego Garden. I never even opened it up. I bought something from Vego Garden, and at the time they were giving these away free. So we will have a 7-gallon plastic grow pot in here. That's probably going to be it. I'm going to try to utilize my GreenStalks as much as possible so that I don't overclutter the space. And I think that's it. So I got everything wiped down. I told you about everything in here. And if you are looking to buy one, don't forget to get your pulley systems for your lights. The pulley systems is what makes the difference. The light will bounce off of this, I don't know, whatever this shiny paper is, right? It's going to help with lighting, but you still need to raise and lower your lights so that they're as close or as far away from the plants as they need to be in order to be successful in your indoor grow space. But y'all, I think that's it. I think that's it. I'm growing in this and a couple Vego garden herb planters, and I'm going to do one thing of potatoes. I'm going to try again to do one thing of potatoes inside. And that's it. Y'all, I think she's cleaned up. I think she's ready to start receiving the indoor grow space. Thanks for hanging out with me as I'm cleaning up my tent and getting things ready. And just know real soon that y'all, we're going to be in here. I'm going to be planting this thing up. And we will be eating from out the grow tent. So until next time, and I hope there'll be a next time that you hang out with me at Kim's Cozy Corner. Bye.